And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Single. Hey, guys, I got it. Ready. Yellow waiting. Got it. I got him, man.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup. It leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Now, Barney.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Ready,
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Breeze on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get him for a loss of about 3. Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
To throw is Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
Here we go. Three down. Right set.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down. Right set.
Breeze hands to Ingram, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Leopard! Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to let this go. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They go play action here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Watch 9.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first. On play action, now Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
0-2.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Gun! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
0-2.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right. Here we go now. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And an alley to run. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Ready. We're waiting.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And an alley to run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Room to run past midfield. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now Breeze. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Breeze now to throw. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
4 down. Check. We're shot. Kill.
A give. This is Kamara. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mayfield on play action. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got 4. Ready. Yo, wait.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Rush in. Where's Hunt? Ready.
Bree's going to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Browns on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Bree's going to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Ready. We're waiting.
Back to throw, Breeze. And it's complete. It's Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Gun! Detroit!
He's back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Dash, go now! Motion! 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Mayfield here. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Now a desperate man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why.